Okay, we're here at the Renault F1 Roadshow with Nico Prost and Alain Prost. First of all, Nico, you had your demonstration in the R29 today. How did that go?
Yeah, it was okay. It was very nice to drive the car with all the people, and well, obviously the weather conditions were not that great this morning, but I mean, still it gives a bit of experience of how the car can be in extreme wet, and no, it was very nice.
Alain, being here to see your son drive an F1 car for the first time, you must be a very proud father.
I'm very proud because you know, I started to be a racing driver quite late, and I could not imagine that he could catch up. You know, in fact, he's getting better and better. Made a big progression, and so it's on one side a nice present for him, made by Renault, to give him the opportunity to do that. And also, I really think I consider that he has his you know, this opportunity could become, you know, maybe something more in the future. I'm very proud. I really felt something very strong because it's 30 years ago I started my career in Formula 1, and it made my, you know, a lot of souvenirs. Remember a lot of things also with my own team, and because the team was based here in Magny-Cours. It was really great to see him working well and driving well with this car. It's really something.
And Nico, tell us about the car, the feelings you got with the acceleration and the braking.
Yeah, it's just like you said, it's a fantastic car, obviously, but it is still a car, you know, in the end. So it has a steering wheel and two pedals, but yeah, the acceleration and everything is working so well in the car. You know, the gear shift, the engine is really smooth, and even though it's very powerful and the brakes are impressive, the car is also really light. You can feel that it's like a toy when you're driving it. So it's a really nice car to drive. Then being really quick with the car must be very difficult. But it's an easy car to drive at least around the track. Then I think to push is something else.
And Alain, with all your experience, what advice did you give Nico before we got in the car?
I do not give any advice. I mean, normally all the advice I give to Nicola is more considering the outside the car, outside the team. And more telling him, okay, you should be careful about that, these circumstances, or maybe you should be careful about this guy or whatever, but not giving an advice of how driving the car, because I stopped my career in '93, so it's already 17 years ago, and he has now a good experience, so he has to live by himself, and I do not pretend to know very well this kind of car, so it's better to leave him alone.
And Nico, this is your first experience of the Renault F1 Roadshow and the unique atmosphere we have with the fans here. Have you enjoyed that? Well,
actually, I raced Formula Renault in 2005, and when came the World Series, so I knew, but I didn't remember how good of an event it was. And well, I must say, you know, congratulations to Renault, because they have one of the best events in motorsport right now, with a lot of people around. And it's really like a good family atmosphere. So I think it's good because you bring motorsport to people. And yeah, for sure, driving the Formula 1 car in front of the French crowd is something pretty special for me.
And the same question to you, Alain, to come here and see the atmosphere at the roadshow. Have you enjoyed that?
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I mean, obviously for me it's not that easy because you have everybody around yourself, and but that's what I like also, you know, and being in Formula 1 as a driver, also as a team owner, you know, working with sponsors. Very often we realize how difficult it was to bring the people, the crowd around us, and it's a very good opportunity. At least they know how it works. They can see the car very close, can see the people, the drivers very close. So it's I think it's the way you made the automobile sport more democratic, and that is a very good point.
Okay, thank you very much, both of you.
Thank you.